Greetings, love, light, and healing. It's a pleasure to have you here on my platform. If you haven't already followed or subscribed to my platform, please do so. It's greatly advised as it helps to grow and to connect with you. For those who already been following and has subscribed to my platforms, I want to say a massive thank you, and to you who are new, it's appreciated loved. Today I'm gonna go into a wee bit of what I do and why I do what I do. I am always on childhood and developmental trauma, parenting, mental health, an overall holistic view of healing oneself. It's not because I am perfected or I am totally carry the banners and everything that goes with it. No, it's because I myself am a childhood and developmental trauma survivor, and I've spent the last over 10 years healing myself from those wounds and those pain. And so I continuously post about these information, these experiences. So I share my own story, and I also talk about anything that has to do with trauma from the childhood perspective and the developmental stages. My name is Vivian, aka Green Queen. And also, let me just go into a little bit of what childhood trauma is. So childhood trauma is an event that a child would experience that it can be very painful and distressing. Also, one of the key aspects to understand childhood trauma is the different forms that it may manifest through. So some of the forms may well be serious illness, severe accident, loss of a parent or loved one, incarceration of a parent, also neglect, sexual abuse, physical abuse, experiencing domestic violence, experiencing community violence. And there is also, when it comes on to any kind of war or terrorist attack, any kind of experience around those are also classified as childhood trauma. Now, one of the key aspects of how those would classify as childhood trauma is the fact that a child experiencing any of those or several of those is overwhelming, and so it becomes difficult for them to cope and for them to live a healthy life, because it can impact on their mental health, their physical health, and their overall development. Here are some of the effects that it may have throughout their developmental stage, also throughout their life. Mental health related illnesses, physical related illnesses, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, depression, substance misuse, suicidal tendency, and even self-harming. So these are some of the things that can oftentimes manifest as an indication that a child has experienced tremendous amount of childhood trauma. I am passionate about sharing my experiences, sharing my story, not holding back nothing. So straight up, no nonsense conversation, because it also implicates relationships, and that is one of the most important aspect of our life's journey, is our relationships. And if you're dealing with unhealed childhood wounds, these can seriously impact your relationships, whether you know it or you don't know it. And a lot of the times we go around in cycles from one relationship, whether it be friendship, partnership with business partners, or just intimate relationship, not realizing that the baseline of those impacts, or the frustration or the difficulties or the challenges we face, oftentimes stem from childhood and developmental trauma. It may not be you, it may well be your partner. And so it's good to know and to connect and to educate oneself so you can be able to help someone through, because sometimes we might love somebody but they've gone through tremendous amount of abuse or trauma, and they themselves probably they've learned through coping of the overwhelming event to suppress, to bury, to hide it away, but not knowing that it's manifesting in their daily life right now in present time. Thank you so much for continually supporting me. I hope it also edifies you and help to bear witness that you can heal, you can transform your life. And that is why sharing this information for me is what I would say information ignites transformation. So the information doesn't do anything on its own, it merely ignites the thought provoking action to change, to improve, to heal, to recover, and so we can live a better quality of life, because it's possible. And also knowing that when you get this information is to begin the process, if you haven't already started, or to continue the process and not halting, just keep going and know that everything's gonna be how you desire it to be if you continue on your healing path and your recovery journey, knowing that it's not a destination but it's a journey. So once again, enough love, enough respect. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. And also you can find out how I may be of help to you privately. You can DM me and ask me those questions, and I'll definitely get back to you. Thank you so much. Much love.